Tonight's movie is Strange Harvest from 2025. I randomly came across a kind of teaser trailer thing for this pretty recently while doom scrolling one of the various TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And it kind of piqued my interest as it's a documentary about a serial killer, but all completely fictitious. But they do this so well that this feels like a real, like, true crime documentary that you're watching about this serial killer. They have the detectives that were working the case that are kind of telling the story with like news clips and stuff like that. And bonus points, they really did a good job at showing the old school clips from like 94 to look like actually 94. So you've got kind of that VHS kind of look to it, the clothing and everything like that. And even I was just nitpicking. I paused it at a couple scenes when cars were driving by for like the random footage that they have kind of showing like a news report type thing. And I did not see any modern cars, so bonus points there. And as this goes, as with most of those things, you start seeing some of the crime scenes, and most of the time they blur them out. This is unfiltered, so you get to actually kind of see everything. And they did a really good job at building this serial killer. I definitely think this is worth the watch. I don't necessarily want to say too much because I think this is something you should experience and take the time out of your day to watch. I had to rent it off of Google. I know it's on Amazon, all that kind of stuff, but I haven't found anywhere to stream it necessarily without renting it, but I think it was worth the $5 to rent it. I like the way that they end it with kind of this open-ended... the serial killer, everything is done there. They figure out who, all that kind of stuff. But they leave some questions unanswered, but I think they did it intentionally because it kind of makes you think, like, well, what would happen if XYZ? The one thing that I will say is that there is a post-credit scene that is worth watching because it kind of feeds more into those unanswered questions. I think if you like true crime documentaries, this is super well done. Doesn't seem hokey. The practical effects, CGI, whatever they did was all pretty top-notch. And I was honestly invested all the way through. Strange Harvest from 2025. Definitely worth checking out.